Welcome to my channel. This is a Black Man's View. I told myself I wasn't going to talk about this, but me and my mans had an interesting conversation about it at work today, and I decided to post a little something on here to see, just to talk about it. Get this off my mind real quick. This Puffy P Diddy, Daddy Love, whatever this nigga's calling himself now, his case. And he was asking me, this is a white dude I was talking to, older white gentleman, and he was asking me if I thought that they were coming to get this clown because he's a successful black man. If I was going to get into all the conspiracy theories about how it's a successful black man, that they won't let a black man blah blah blah, they always got to bring the black man down and all this other shit. And I told him it could have a factor in it. Yeah, it could have a factor in it, but as far as them just solely getting this dude because he's black and successful and rich, nah, I don't think so, because he's getting prosecuted by the Southern District of New York, and them motherfuckers don't care who they go after. They have indicted, hell, they indicted Trump, congressmen, businessmen, everybody. So if you do something fucked up in New York, and it comes to the level of what this shit is, then they gonna get you. That's what I think it is. I mean, his color, his race could have something to do with it, yeah. Because yeah, it could. I'm not discounting that, but it could. But as far as I'm concerned, what I think happened and what me and him was talking about today is Puffy been doing this shit for years. Decades he been doing this shit. Wendy Williams was talking about this shit in the late 90s, early 2000s. And she got blackballed from New York. She had to go to Philadelphia to do her job because she got blackballed for talking about this fool. So he'd been doing this shit for decades. And now all of a sudden all this shit is coming out, when this has been an unwritten rule in the entertainment industry for years, decades, at least since this Biggie died. I think he threw his first party, white party, a couple years after Biggie died. So damn near 30 some years, this nigga been on top of the game doing this type shit. And people been hitting at it for decades. Now all of a sudden, they coming after him. They locked his ass up. Now, all of a sudden, which to me only spells one thing. He pissed off the wrong person, and they getting him back. He pissed off the wrong person. You know what I'm talking about? He thought he was bigger than what he was, and the people that he got to pay homage to, he pissed them off. Somebody, something, some entity, something, and they was like, okay, this is how you want to do it? Okay, well, now take that. And that's what they doing. He pissed off the wrong person, and now they got him. He thought he was bigger than what he was. He thought he was untouchable. He thought he was invincible. Teflon Puffy. Because that's the only way that all of this shit is coming out now, with all this evidence, all these lawsuits, all this. I mean, this dude has been dirty forever. You know what I mean? Forever. And now all of a sudden, all of this is coming out now? Nah, son. Nah. He pissed off the wrong person. He pissed off somebody higher up on the food chain than what he is. And they brought him back down to tell what he was before he hooked up with them, which was nothing. So, yeah, I mean, I ain't got no proof of this, and I probably never will have proof of it. But that's the only explanation I got that I know of why all of a sudden Diddy is a pariah in the entertainment business. Because another thing you notice is none of his celebrity friends that he was cozying up to has come to work. Nobody said nothing in support of this dude. Nothing. He was best pals with Oprah, best pals with the Clintons, best pals with the Obama? Nobody. Everybody has abandoned this dude. Why? Why? I mean, even Epstein had motherfuckers that was coming to his defense. This nigga ain't got nobody trying to back him up. Nobody. Because the word is out. If we can get this dude, we can get you too. You know what I mean? So y'all just need to sit back in the corner, shut the fuck up, and let this transpire the way we want it to. Because if you say something, if you do something, if you do what he did, whatever he did to get this treatment, it's going to come and get you. And nobody has said nothing in defense of this guy. Now, does he deserve it? Yeah, I think he does. And I don't think it's got shit to do with him being black. He's just an evil person, man. He's just an evil person. And it's just crazy to me that the main thing that the media is talking about is the 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil. That ain't no crime. I mean, it's weird. You know what I'm talking about? It's weird to have all of that. But that they just twisted that into some nefarious scheme to back up all the bullshit he been doing. Nigga just might like baby oil. You know what I mean? It's weird. Ain't nobody ever heard of somebody having 1,000 bottles of baby oil at their house before. But it ain't no crime to have 1,000 bottles of baby oil. It ain't no crime to throw parties, adult parties, where the shit gets wild after a while. There ain't no crime in that. Well, what's the crime in having a party where motherfuckers start fucking at a certain time in the party where they get butt naked? People been doing that shit since forever. I mean, go all the way back to the Roman days. They threw orgies like that. That's just lifestyles of the rich and famous. You know what I'm talking about? Diddy wasn't knowing. He ain't the only one throwing them type parties. He ain't the only one. I mean, but what makes it crazy is the drugs and the guns with the serial numbers filed off and all that other shit, and finding out that he recorded everything in his house. All of that, yeah, that ends up to it. But these were consenting adults doing this shit. Now, it was wrong if he held the tapes over their head and be like, you need to shut the fuck up or I'm going to put these tapes out. Now, see, that's coercion. That's blackmail. So that's wrong, but the dude was just throwing parties. And the parties just got wild. And well, nobody, well, I can't say nobody got hurt, but all the other stuff is they trumped up these charges and the freak-offs and all of that when the freak-offs was just a normal Hollywood party. Everybody in Hollywood throws parties like this. Everybody in Hollywood has been to parties like this. Now, I know that there's some people that value their career more than their life, and they don't want nothing negative to come out about them because their career is the only thing they have going in their life. They don't want nothing to fuck that up. But other than that, all these other charges, to me, it's kind of excessive. You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of excessive. And it just goes to show, to me, now this is just my opinion, don't quote me on none of this shit because I don't know. I'm just speculating from my life experience, is he pissed off the wrong person. Puffy pissed off the wrong person, and they letting him know that you ain't shit without us. You never was shit, and now you thought you was bigger. First, you do not piss in the same sink that you wash your food in, and that's what this nigga was doing. You know what I'm talking about? He pissed off the wrong person, dude, and now he's paying for it. Now he's paying for it, and nobody has said anything about this because most of these niggas is on the tapes too. They own the motherfucking tapes. And they don't want their names getting out there because, like I said, if you make it in Hollywood, you value your reputation and your career more than you value friendships and everything else. None of that other shit matters. None of that other shit matters as long as nobody touches your bottom line. And they don't want their bottom line to be fucked with, so they're keeping their mouth shut. It wouldn't surprise me if I hope this don't happen, because I'm not wishing death on nobody, but Diddy is going to end up dead. He's going to be found in his cell with 2 bullet holes in the back of his head, hanging himself. And they're going to say it's suicide. Same way they did Epstein. Somebody going to get him because he knows too much. You know what I'm talking about? He knows too much. He got dirt on too many people. You cannot name me an A-list star in Hollywood that has not been to one of this dude's parties, that has not participated in one of his freak-offs. So don't be surprised if this nigga ends up dead. Could be, but he pissed off the wrong person. And it just goes to show you don't bite the hand that feeds you. Because all of this coming out now, it's just too much of a coincidence for me, man. Too much. Too much. Too much. He pissed off the wrong person. And now they're getting him back. So, you lie down with snakes, you can't get mad when they start biting your ass. That's life. And it's crazy to think about it like that, but that's just the way it is. Lifestyles of the rich and famous. Anyway, that's my post for today. Thank y'all for tuning in. And until next time, deuces.